to be a class today exploring the idea of moving our way into meditation. Meditation is not about striving for stillness or forcing the mind to be quiet. It's simply an appreciation for this moment right now. Alan Watts called it grooving with the eternal now. It's about finding peace where you're at and understanding that this moment is enough just as it is. It's not a blessing to you. Maybe it's a lesson. Through breath and movement today, we'll invite that presence to unfold naturally. Some of your flow might feel repetitive, and allow this to support you in finding that moving meditation. Knowing what's to come allows us to soften a little bit. We'll take a moment to set an intention for our practice. And an intention is simply a North Star. It's something to look towards when the mind is racing or the body is moving through challenge. It could be something like moving with mindfulness or simply breathing deeply, coming back to the breath. Find something that resonates with you, something that could help you anchor. Take a deep inhale here to settle your intention. Breathe it in. And exhale, let it go. Trusting it will be there for you, shall you ever need it. We'll begin here with a few moving butterflies. So just taking the knees together and then letting them drop back out. Maybe this would be a good time to remove the blocks so you don't have that end point and you can explore what it feels like to open and close here. We'll pause when the knees get to the top, plant the soles of the feet and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Setting us up for this figure four, we'll pull the right shin in towards us. Maybe grabbing for that right shin or threading that right hand through that triangle space and grabbing for the left shin. Just make sure to anchor those shoulders, the back of your head down towards the mat. Maybe a gentle press the back of your hips into the mat. Your lower lumbar spine might lift gently. Just imagining the spine is staying nice and long. And then we'll keep this shape and uninterlace the fingers and allow that right foot to start moving over towards the left. We're going to find a twist. So maybe that left hand grabs onto that right ankle so you have a nice anchor point. And then reach the right hand away from you. Your gaze will follow. Breathe into the sensation that is showing up in your body. And then we will pull that shape back to the center, unwind, and then take that left ankle over the right knee, pull it in, grab wherever you did so on the other side, whatever feels best for you. Take a couple of deep breaths, inhales, expanding you in all directions, keeping those feet nice and flexed. Exhale, maybe you can pull in a little bit deeper. And then we will move this shape over to the right. Let your right hand find the left ankle to anchor, and then reach the left hand away from you. Gaze follows. And we'll pull that shape back to the center. Uncross the legs, take the backs of the thighs, a couple rocks forwards and backwards here. And we'll end in a seat, pulling that right foot into the inner left thigh. Left leg as straight as we fold on over. Cross the right hand over the left shin, again, as that anchor point, which just allows you to pull yourself a little bit deeper. Begin to roll up. Take the right hand up towards the sky to find length, and then set it down behind you. Left hand finds the sky, hips lift. Open up through that front line. And sit the hips back down. We'll take the same on the other side. Left leg bends, right leg straightens. Begin to walk those hands forwards. Left hand finds the right shin. Pull yourself in. Every pause is a moment to come back to your breath, back to that meditation. And instead of the meditation being about quieting the mind, finding stillness, let it be about noticing, noticing the thoughts, noticing the feelings, and simply just holding space for them. Begin to roll yourself up. Left hand finds the sky to find length. Set it behind you as the right hand lifts, hips lift as well. Right hand up and over. And we'll take those hips back down. Go ahead and cross at the ankles. Find your tabletop. We'll move into our cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Rotate the sit bones backwards, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Roll those hips under. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Can keep with this structure of cat-cow. You can add a sway forwards and backwards, a circle of the rib cage around the center line. Just use these next 8 to 10 breaths to really explore how your body is feeling this morning. Notice any tight, stiff spots. Give them your breath to soften. And just the same, notice what areas of the body feel really good this morning. If you've taken that circle of the rib cage, take the other direction. And we'll find a neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Find that stretch in the feet. And we'll press the floor down and away from you as we lift those hips, rotate the sit bones towards the back door, find your down dog. Few moments to walk your down dog. Find some opening through the back of the legs. And find stillness. Lift that left leg high, three-legged down dog. Option to bend the knee, open the hip. Find that three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee comes to nose. Step the foot in between the hands. Feel that low lunge, that opening in the back hip. Inhale, find length. Exhale, we'll step right to meet left at the top of the mat. Bend the knees, drop the hips. We're coming to chair pose. Lift the hands high. We'll place the weight into the left foot as we come up. Lift that right knee high. Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay. Rebalance here. We'll step the right foot to the back of the mat. Hands come back behind us. Moving right into that warrior two. Right hand leads the way. Pivot the back foot. Extended warrior. Left elbow finds the left knee. Right. Reach the right hand up and over. Paint the sky. Right hand. Reach it behind you. Left hand finds the ceiling. And we'll cartwheel the hands down. Step left to meet right. Plank position. Send those shoulders forwards. We'll move slowly through our chaturanga. Take 2 or 3 breaths. Elbows move straight backwards. Squeeze the rib cage. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take the same on the other side. Lift the right leg high, three-legged down dog. Maybe bend the knee. Option to open the hip. Beautiful. We'll extend that leg, flex that foot. Exhale, pull knee to nose, step it through. Pause to feel into this low lunge, strong back leg. Inhale here, find length. Exhale, step left to meet right at the top of the mat. On your next inhale, we will lower the hips, raise the hands, chair pose. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, right foot stays rooted, lift that left knee. Keep that left foot flexed, strong right leg, send it to the back of the mat, wave those arms backwards. Left heel rotates, left hand leads the way, warrior two. Right elbow finds that right knee, left arm up overhead, extend. Come back through your warrior two. Left hand sweeps behind your back, right hand high. And we'll cartwheel down. Step right to meet left, plank position. Send those shoulders forwards. Elbows squeeze the rib cage, chaturanga, hips stay lifted, strong tummy. Inhale, upward dog, your expression. Exhale, tummy to spine, lift the hips down, dog. Now we have our flow. So we're going to move through it. We may take some modifications along the way, but you are familiar now with the structure. So we have this container, which allows our mind to settle a little bit because we know what is coming. Inhale, lift the left leg high, three-legged down dog, flex those feet. Bend the knee, open the hip if you would like. Find that three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot through. If you notice yourself hopping that foot up in between the hands, next time you can add blocks. You can lift the hips a little bit higher, come up onto back toes, see if you can create a little more space. Step right to meet left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in, bend the knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, settle. Inhale, right knee lifts. Find that balance. Let's pause here for a second. Rooted, strong, growing tall through the hands. Find your breath. Step that foot slowly, slower than you think you should, gracefully. Lower it to the back of the mat. Warrior two, right hand leads the way, pivot that back foot. Slowing these movements down a little bit, shift that left hand forwards. Elbow meets the knee, reach that right hand up and over. Look under that right arm. Spread the toes apart. Find the outside edge of that right foot. Press into the heel of the left foot. Drop the shoulder away from the ears. Breathe deeply. Warrior two. Left hand comes behind your back. Reach that left hand high. Palm faces the ground. Bend deeper into that left knee. Cartwheel those hands down. Frame that front foot. Lift that back heel. Step left to meet right, plank position. Keep those hips lifted, strong tummy. Shift the shoulders forwards. Move through your vinyasa chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, nice and strong, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. This might be where you flip the dog next time. Keep that in mind. Not a have to. Straighten that right leg. Keep those hips lifted. Come up on those back toes. Step that foot through. Find that length. It can be helpful to take those blocks to you now. Lift the floor up to you so you can press down a little bit to explore the length from your back heel up through the top of your head. Step left to meet right, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in, gently bend the knees. Inhale, find your chair. Exhale, settle in, energetically squeeze those legs towards each other. Find the sole of your right foot. Lift that left knee high. Keep that left foot flexed. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Plug the thumbs backwards. Open the heart. Find something to take your gaze to. Point on the wall, a letter on a poster. You'll notice when you keep your gaze on something, it's a little bit easier to stay balanced. We'll slowly begin to shift that left foot to the back of the mat. Lower it down slowly. Nice and strong. Left hand leads the way, warrior two, open it up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the heart, settle in those legs. Reach those hands away from you. Right hand moves towards me. Take the right elbow down, left arm reaches up overhead. Peer under that left arm. Breathe. Spread the toes. Back through your warrior two. Left hand sweeps behind the back. Reach that right arm up and over. Palm faces the floor. Bend a little bit deeper into that right knee. Pull that breath all the way in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame the front foot. Back heel lifts. Step right to meet left, plank position. Shift the shoulders forwards. Move through your chaturanga, nice and strong. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Move through one more time, a little bit of space. We're choosing something a little bit different if you'd like to explore. Inhale, lift that left leg high, three-legged down dog. Maybe you bend the knee, flip the dog, not a have to again. You can just stay and breathe into that open hip. Wonderful, everyone. Beautiful. Lift that left fingertip up towards the ceiling before you come back to that three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Keep those hips high. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, step right to meet left. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll find chair pose. Settle in, drop those hips a little bit lower, energetically squeeze those knees together. We'll fire it up. Find the root of the left foot. We'll lift that right knee high. We're gonna come to a tree pose. So grab for the inside of the shin and pull that knee higher. Now, for some of you, that foot is going to find the inner thigh. For some of you, the calf. For some of you, the toe will be down if we're working on balance. That left hand can come out to the side. Find a wall if you're there. Can come to your heart space, to your hip. Kind of decide what works best for you. And then take that right hand to match the left. So maybe we come out, heart space, hips, wherever you are, and allow yourself a few moments to, I've been saying feather your nest. Let's get comfortable in this posture, what works for you, and then give yourself some space to breathe with it, to explore how it feels. Tree pose can look like a simple posture, but I consider it a peak posture. Very challenging. Slowly begin to release that foot. Pull that knee back in. Lift those hands high. Find that balance challenge. Exhale, send it to the back of the mat. Sweep those arms backwards. Right hand leads the way. Warrior two, pivot that back foot. Reach the left hand forwards. Left elbow finds the left knee. Right arm sweeps up and over. You'd like an added challenge. Take that left hand out to meet the right. Imagine you're squeezing a ball between your hands. Let your legs feel powerful and strong. Lift it up towards the sky. Sweep that right hand behind your back. Left hand reaches up and overhead. Cartwheel those hands to frame that front foot. Lift that back heel. Pause here. Lower the back knee. Left foot is heel toeing over to the outside edge of the mat. Left hand comes to the inside of the leg. Lizard pose. Pause here. That knee squeezing towards your shoulder, or you can let it move out to the left. Give yourself some more space. Maybe you come down onto elbows or onto blocks. Notice after all of this movement, all of this doing, where is your mind? For some of us, it might be picking up, quick heart rate, quick mind. For some of us, all of that doing, moving has quieted everything down. Feel still. Both are part of the human experience. Where are you? Breathe. Back up onto your hands. Shift that left knee back in. Remove the blocks if you've used them. We'll lift the back leg. A little bit of core here. We're going to see if we can bend that left knee and keep that left knee on that left tricep for a moment. Take a breath. Strong obliques here. And press it back to plank. Shift the shoulders forwards, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift that right leg high, three-legged down dog. Bend the knee. If you flip the dog on the other side, give it a try. Move slowly. Open the hips when you get there. Move back at your own pace. Lift the left or the right leg high. Keep those hips lifted. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Pause. Step left to meet right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Lower the hips, bend the knees, lift those hands, chair pose. So we know what's coming. Can anticipate where we are headed and what we need. Shift the weight to the right leg. Feel that right leg power up. We'll lift that left knee high. Keep the foot flexed. Take the hands to heart center. Right hand stays. Left hand grabs for that left ankle, left shin. And then pause here for a moment before you plant that foot, just to create a little bit of space. And then plant the foot at whatever height, degree feels good to you. Allow your hands to move wherever you'd like them to go. Maybe you grow your tree. Allow the chest to stay open, heart to stay open. Settle your gaze on a point of focus to help with balance. And then we'll come out of that strong right leg as we lift that left leg high. Reach the hands up. Very slow and control. Sweep the hands backwards, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Left hand leads the way, pivot that back foot, warrior two. Right hand reaches towards the front of the room. Right elbow, right knee, left hand sweeps up and over. If you did so on the other side, reach that right hand up towards the front of the room. Strong obliques here. Squeeze that energy ball between your hands. Wherever you are, inhale, we'll lift up. Sweep the left arm behind your back, right arm up and over. Then deeper into that right knee. And we'll cartwheel the hands down, lift that back heel. Lower the back knee. Heel toe that right foot to the outside edge. Hands come to the inside. Setting us up for that lizard on this side. Maybe you call on those blocks. Maybe the sensations that are showing up are enough. You can let that right knee track to the outside. That feels good. Pull that knee back to the center line. Come back up onto your hands. Tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. We are set up for last little bit of core here. Bend that right knee. Attach that right knee to the right tricep. Breathe. And we'll step it back, down dog. Take the knees down to the mat. Walk those hands forwards, puppy pose. Let the heart melt down. And begin to walk those hands back towards your legs. We'll come up here. Interlace the hands behind your back. Open the heart. This can be a good time to place a block underneath your seat if you have any issues with the knees. That can feel really helpful. Be here for just a minute. Allow the elbows to bend and relax. Sweep those hands over to the left. And then we'll drop left ear to left shoulder. Allowing that left shoulder to anchor down as well. And invite a gentle rock forwards and backwards of the head. Release, take those hands down, open the heart space. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the elbows, take the wrists over to the right. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, open the heart. Right ear finds the right shoulder. Gentle sway forwards and backwards, releasing any tension in the neck. And we'll take the hands back down, head finds center, release out of that. Take the hands to the floor, remove the block, tuck the toes, lift back to your down dog. No work to do here. We're gonna move into half pigeon. We are nice and warmed up here for this. Take the left knee to the left nose, sweep that left foot to the outside of the mat on the right. Lower that right knee. Notice how your first landing feels. If you have space, you can inch that right knee backwards more. You can place a block under your hip. The foot is, or the knee is probably at a 45 degrees, which means the foot is pointed. If you would like to open it up a little bit more, you can lower that left hip down and see if you can inch that left foot up a little bit higher. If you get it up to 90 degrees, flex the foot. And this might make it a little more active. So when the knee is at 90 degrees, we might not want to come all the way down like we do when the knee is bent. So just explore. This will be a more intense version of your half pigeon, or keep the knee bent, restorative. Work your way down, allow your forehead to find the mat. Wherever you are, explore the sensations that are showing up with every inhale. Exhale, allow it to be a softening, a settling in, a letting go of effort. Moving towards the edge. Begin to walk those hands back towards your legs. Pause here at the top. And then tuck the back toes, walk that back knee in. Plant the hands, lift that left leg high, three-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. We'll set that foot back down. Take that right knee, pull it in towards your nose. Kick the right foot over to the left, lower the shin. Take that left knee down and pause, feel. If sensations are showing up here for you, you can stay. If not, you can begin to walk that left knee backwards. And then decide, do you stay? Do you move into that restful half pigeon, or do you anchor the right hip and see about taking that right foot up a little bit higher, flexing the foot and engaging with a more intense sensation. For some of us, by the end of class, we are just ready to let go. Begin to walk those hands back towards your body, tuck the back toes, scoot that knee in. And then we'll pull the knee in, lift it high, three-legged down dog, counter by opening the hip. And then coming back to your down dog, we'll bend the knees, cross the ankles, and come to a seat. We're going to come to our butterfly. So bring the feet together. Been working our way to this. And grab onto the ankles. You can absolutely press the knees down with the elbows if that feels good to you. You can grab for the feet and just pull yourself in. We're going to hold this for a minute. So find whatever support you need. Maybe that's blocks under the knees. And just allow yourself to melt over your legs. Breathe into your backside body. Let your head be heavy. Let your knees feel heavy, weighted. Begin to roll yourself up. Take the hands behind you and let your knees come high to the sky. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We'll let the knees drop over to the right. Left hand comes around towards the right. We'll move into a twist here. Let the left hand sweep back around behind us to open the heart first. Let the knees stay where they are and let the hands pivot. So fingertips do not have to face any specific way. Notice what feels good for you, what allows you to open the heart space. And then we'll take the same on the other side. Let the knees come up, drop over to the left. Right hand will come over to meet the left hand for a twist. Sweep the right hand behind you. Last time, open the heart. Bring the knees back to center. Keep those blocks close to you as you roll all the way down to the floor. We'll pull the knees in for a hug. Rock side to side. Feel your lower back. Allow any tension there just to begin to melt and soften, relax. Feeling very heavy on our mats. We'll lazily move into our happy baby. So lift those feet up towards the ceiling, flex the feet, grab for the inner ankles or the outside edges of the feet. It's a counter action. So we're pulling down on the feet as much as we're pressing up into the hands. Knees are tracking down towards the floor. Find the length in the spine. Anchor the back of the hips. Magnetize the shoulders down towards the floor. Find your breath. Bring the feet together. Slowly pull the knees in. Allow the soles of the feet to find the floor, and we'll move into supported bridge. Grab for your block. If you would like to do a bridge without a block, you are more than welcome. If you want it, you're welcome. Lift your hips, place the blocks underneath you, and take a moment to feather your nest. Find what feels good for you. If you feel unsupported or like the block may tip, take a moment to adjust it if it's too high or too low. Notice. And then from here, allow the palms to face up. Slowly, step by step, inch by inch, walk those feet away from you. Trust that you'll know when you are at your farthest point where you want to stay and breathe. Asking ourselves if there is anywhere in the body that is gripping unnecessarily, that's ready to relax. Slowly begin to pull those feet in. And we'll take a moment to lift the hips off the block and stay. Maybe here you interlace the hands behind the back. Maybe you just stay, squeeze the glutes, find a little strength here before we let it all go. Last deep inhale. Exhale, release, lower one vertebrae at a time. Pause here with the knees bent. Ask yourself, what is it that you need before you move into Shavasana? Allow your intuition to guide you. So just let the body move in whatever way that it needs to complete your practice. Honor those little nudges that say, I want this, I want this. And then know that whenever you feel complete, we will move into our Shavasana, our rest, our recharge, our integration period before we move back out into the world. Take a few deep breaths here. Feeling the echoes of your practice, how the movement, the breath, the intention have brought you here to this present moment so the body can calibrate. Meditation is an appreciation of the present, kind of grooving with the eternal now. And it promises us a state of peace, where we can understand that the point of life is simply here and now. With practice, with consistency, that moment of peace and meditation grows. Breathe here, be here, rest here. I will call you out of it when it is time. And to welcome in some subtle movements, your breath, taking a moment to notice how you feel. Allow those movements to grow. And we'll roll to the right or the left side just as a means to press ourselves up to a seat at the front of the mat. Allow your palms to rest facing up or down on your knees. Close your eyes and arrive here for a moment. Meditation is not completely quieting the mind or finding absolute stillness of the body, of our human experience, the world around us. It is about holding space and fully embodying yourself, your senses, with whatever arises in this present moment. Meditation is not a destination, it is a practice. Your hands to your heart space. Bow your head and honor your body, your breath, your practice. Find gratitude for this moment right now. Thank yourself. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you, everyone on Zoom. So happy to see you this morning.